What else was on Raw, Jim?
Well, I'll tell you what, Odyssey Jones. I would sing a little song, but I'm afraid the microphone wouldn't pick it up. But Odyssey Jones, I got the Jones for Odyssey Jones. Remember, we said, or at least I did. I don't know about you, Brian, that Odyssey Jones was gonna be a great addition to the roster when we saw him in NXT about 3 years ago. And then we haven't seen him since. And we talked on the last program about where the has this guy been? And I think you looked up that he'd had a match in Ocala, Florida, in Dory Funk Jr.'s backyard or something 9 months ago, and nobody'd seen him, but now he's here. So we don't know why it took so long. We never discovered why they've just hidden him.
It turns out he was on an Odyssey.
He was on an Odyssey. Well, they're doing the deal, first of all, where Kofi loves him in the New Day. I was hoping we'd just get Odyssey Jones without having the New Day, but Kofi loves him, but Woods is not on board with his friendship or involvement or whatever in their group of the Bootios and the trombones and the trumpets and the skin flutes and whatever else they're fucking tooting over there. And so now Odyssey Jones had a singles match with Vincent Whiny. The fuck? They make up all these goddamn names for all these people in NXT. They don't even sound like they come from the planet Earth, but they let this guy go on national television named Vincent Whiny.
Is that the first person named Vince on a WWF television show, WWE television show since Vince McMahon?
Probably.
Like, when was the last character or wrestler named Vince or Vincent other than him?
And do you think they're trying to send out the message that Vince is whiny?
Maybe. We'll find out next week if it's Vince Leaky in the match.
Ooh, and then Vince Poopy.
Vince Shitty.
Vince, yeah, and then about 6 months from now, it's Vince Fuck You. Anyway, I thought the other night, I said, that's probably the biggest help that Tony Khan could ever hope for right now. The biggest boon to his business and his company, and just the best thing could ever happen in his life, is that Vince McMahon could somehow clear his name and come back and take over the creative in the WWE again. That's the only thing I can think of that might help fucking Tony Khan right now, because this show has changed. It ain't all the way there. There's 3 hours, but Odyssey Jones, anyway, basic big man match, and it worked. He can move. He hit the modified Bubba Slam / Abyss Black Hole Slam. 1, 2, 3. This guy can get over. And I mentioned it with 3 years ago when we saw him, and then they hit him. And that's the only reason I'm hopeful, but I'm hesitant because, what took so long? I'm just wondering, is there something the matter, something going on, or are they hiding something? But nevertheless, he's a big fucking guy that can move around, but he's not ridiculous like a gymnast, but he moves his 400 pounds around. He's got a big smile. He's a happy guy. Kids like Mark Henry's biography said he liked big, happy fucking guys. And he's got personality. So this guy can get over with people depending on whatever they do with him. But then here came the music, and out comes, what is their group name? The Last Testament? Or the Last Will and Testament?
The Final Testament.
God damn, it'll never end, though. Probate. Karrion Cross Probate Company with
Karrion Cross and Probate.
And there's the Authors of Pain and Scarlett O'Hara and what are you?
Scarlett O'Hara, really?
Scarlett Pimpernel. What's her name?
And Rhett Butler.
Rhett Butler is over there. And speaking of Rhett Butler, he was born 3 years after Paul Ellering, who's there.
Well,
I love you, Paul. I'm sorry.
he's well preserved from the Iditarod. It froze him.
Oh, yes. No wonder Paul never ages. His face froze instead of his eyeball at the Iditarod. He's 112 years old.
Can I tell you what a mark I am? There was a moment here I thought they were actually going to give him the mic and let him talk.
And Cross was talking, and I wasn't caring. And Cross is telling him that Kofi is trying to replace Woods with Odyssey Jones and blah, blah, blah. So they're trying to foment some type of dissension there in the New Day so that perhaps that we can get a New Day. But unfortunately, Odyssey, now are they going to make him play the fucking trombone now and eat cereal and fart unicorn colors? I don't know what they do.
You said you weren't caring about this. That could be a great name when he turns babyface, Karen Cross. But I think, if there's any promise to come out of this, I've never been a New Day fan, and I've found them insufferable on this show. But the idea of maybe seeing Xavier Woods as a heel, you know what? That's fresh. I'm interested to see where they would go with that. And if it changes things up so it's not just a New Day, as it's been for like 10 years all over the show, I think that's for the good of everyone. The New Day aren't pushed as much as they used to be. They're kind of in that in-between main event segments kind of place right now. You get Odyssey over with Kofi, Xavier gets to do something different and fresh. This is the best stuff with the New Day I've seen in a while because of that.
It looks like Xavier needs to find him some backup, doesn't he? Okay, there's a 400-pound fucking guy on the other side, plus his ex-tag team partner, Kofi. Who the fuck is Xavier's big brother going to be?
And Big E probably isn't coming back, right?
Well, see, that was they teased that in the boring promo where some people may think Odyssey's trying to replace, or Kofi's trying to replace Big E with Odyssey. But he's actually trying to replace you, Xavier. Oh, his fucking name, Jesus Christ. Anyway, I want to see more of this guy. I think he can get over. And he's a fresh, big guy that doesn't look like the same fucking guys that you see a lot in the business these days. And this is the way you get him over. The first time you see him on television, he's not wrestling some fucking guy that he's going to have to give his finish to 3 times over 15 minutes to fucking beat him. So and it gets boring. The show was moving here. They were almost, and Drew is in Adam Pearce's office, and we're just now almost to the 9 o'clock hour. So the first hour of this show was cooking.